Yeltz TV are kindly sponsored by the Big Pet Store for all your pet needs and Ace Embroidery for exclusive lines and great deals. Their links will be found in the description below. Hello, welcome to the first and hopefully the start of many podcasts we're calling The Final Whistle Extra Time. I'm Matt Ponter and tonight I'm joined by Reece Charlton.
Yeah, that's me.
Let's get into the show. So tonight we're going to cover a couple of topics, including the FA Trophy clash against Blythe on Saturday and the draw that was made this afternoon, and a preview for our next game against Trafford. So let's go over to Reece now, who's going to take us through what happened at Blythe. Reece?
Well, Halesowen went behind in the 10 minutes of the first half due to a really bad goal. But a special moment, and I don't think anybody really cares about the Blythe goals. It's more about the special moment that happened in the final stage of the game where Ben Hazley clinched his 100th goal of the season for 100th goal for the club. And I mean, Christ, it was a great goal as well. I mean, chipped over the keeper straight to the net. A special moment for him, and a special moment for the club as well. So he earned us a replay, and so a brilliant game for him. So yeah.
Yeah, and that was an absolutely brilliant goal as well from Ben Hazley. His 100th of his time at the club, not the season. Let's just clarify that.
Yeah, just clarify that. Yeah.
Yeah. And we now play. Well, we could potentially play Gresley in the next round, which will be played on the 29th of November, if we can beat Blythe tomorrow night in the replay. Reece, do you think we've got any chance of getting a result tomorrow night?
Well, when Blythe came down in August, we did lose to him, but we were a completely different side back then. We weren't experienced enough for the league. We weren't ready for what the league was showing their football wise. So we are suddenly a side where we offer more in this league, and we play better football, especially with the 3-5-2 formation coming in. We play a lot better, and so yeah, I think we could get a result. Especially with Blythe coming all the way down here, it's going to be quite a heck of a run for them, quite a tiring journey as well. So I think we could get a result Tuesday. We could come away with something, yeah.
Yeah, we just had Dan, who's one of the cameramen down at Yeltz TV, and he says our first game for Yeltz TV that they actually filmed was at home to Blythe. So if you want to go and check that out, it's somewhere on our YouTube channel. So if you want to go and see how we played against them, go and check that out. So if we go on to the draw then, Gresley in the next round, if we win tomorrow, they're in the league below us. And last year we beat them 5-0 at the Grove, 2-0 at their place. So they're fourth in their league at the moment. Do you still think we'd be able to beat them?
Well, I mean, compared to last season, Gresley are an ever-improving side, especially we scored 72 games against them last season. That's going to be, it was going to be quite a tough game compared to last season, especially with the way they're going at the moment. Fourth in the table, catching up to the likes of Sutton Coldfield. Well, I say catching up, there's about a 10-point gap between them. They're getting closer and closer to Sutton Coldfield Town and teams above them. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how they've changed since last season. I mean, last season we were a more confident side. I mean, we easily beat Sutton Coldfield, who are three places above them back in September. So I think if we do get through, there's a possibility of reaching the first proper round of the FA Trophy.
Well, yeah, the best we've ever done is made it to the third round, and that is a question we'd like to pop out to you guys. So let's go from the start. The best Halesowen have ever done in the FA Trophy is reach the third round, and each time we've lost. But can you name the 3 teams that we lost to? I'll give you a hint. One was in 1994-95, one was in 99-2000, and the last one was 2002-2003. So if you want to give us any questions that you'd like us to answer, or if you'd like to have a go in our little quiz that we've set up, please just send us a tweet using @YeltzTV, or even send us a message on Facebook.
well, seem to have lost Matt there. I don't know what's happened there. So we'll continue as it is anyway. Saturday, trip up to Trafford. Tough game. Well, yeah, tough game really. Nice to come away with a win really. Tough game again. So it's, well, up in Manchester, Trafford are known for good play football on the ground and that. So, you know, if we could come away with a draw, especially with the way that we're playing at the moment, a draw or even possibly a win. I mean, we've got good away form at the moment. We seem to be playing good football and we're getting more confident in the way they're playing. So, oh yeah, and if there's a load, well, yeah, loads of good away following as well. So hopefully the Yeltz will get a load of support there. And just to mention that it's Yeltz TV's first away day up at Trafford. They'll be filming the game away. And so keep an eye out on the channel for the highlights on the Saturday night, maybe even Sunday morning.
Yes, I am now back. I've got my mic fixed. Sorry for the awkward silence that we produced to you earlier. Yeah, hopefully I'll be providing commentary for the video as well. I've been reading some of the comments we've had. I mean, you know, I really appreciate, you know, we all do down at Yeltz TV, you know, all the positive comments about our videos. It's been absolutely brilliant. I mean, also on the final whistle, let us know what you want us to talk about on that after show as well, and during this show, because at the moment we're struggling to.
We are struggling.
Think of things to say. What can we go to now? We need some questions from you guys. So if you can tweet us using @YeltzTV, we'd be quite happy to take in any of your questions.
Oh, yeah, and we apologise for being absolutely appalling at this. This is our first attempt, and you know we just want to see how it goes.
Yeah,
so,
and if you guys like it, then we're going to keep doing this, and we might even get some of you involved in future episodes if we can. That would be absolutely brilliant to get you joining us live. We can talk to you, you can talk to us. So something's just popped up to me. The 3-5-2 formation, since it was used in that latter stage at Matlock, it really has changed the way Halesowen are played.
Yeah, since it was brought in on the replay, not the replay, the game before the replay, it seems to have done quite well from. I mean, the replay where it was properly used at Matlock, it seemed to really do some difference up there, and they came away more confident and were a much stronger side on the ball. I mean, the end of the second half was just absolutely it's just an absolute annihilation from our zone. I mean, 3 good goals. I mean, they were built up. Paisley and Christie were very strong up front, and yeah, I mean, there was more of a midfield than usual. I mean, it was just things like the team worked more well in the centre than they have all season. The 5 in the middle, it might be a bit clogged, I will admit, and a bit pushed together, but they work well. It works well, and it does the midfield favour and gives Christie and Hazley the support they need up top.
Yeah, we really do seem to be showing a lot more team spirit at the moment, with, you know, all the attacking that's going on.
Yeah, the more attacking, it seems like Hazley's finally getting back into his game, finally getting back with a couple of goals. So, especially Saturday, I mean, that's possibly the most important goal he's scored all season. But I mean, the most important goal he's scored all season was the goal that got him back in. And I think he scored his first goal at Matlock this season. Matlock in October, not Matlock in November, Matlock in October, in the 4-0 win in October. And I think that was his first goal. But he seems to be getting back into his game. And, well, I mean, his goal at Brive could be an early contender for goal of the month as well. Nice chip over the keeper. That's obviously that's going to be a contender for goal of the month easily, because it was a last-minute goal, and it got us back a replay back at the Yeltz. So, you know, yeah, it's, early contender for goal of the month possibly.
Yeah, so we've just got a question from Peter Powell. Reese, this is one aimed more at you. Best game last season, what do you think?
Oh, that's really tough. Well, it could have been the week of destiny we had last season, where we played Colville, Leek and Belper all in the same week. That was a that was a special week. Apart from obviously the 4-3 loss to Belter, but I think every Yeltz fan is going to turn around and say the 2-0 win up at Belper was possibly it was just unreal. I mean, I hadn't been at the club that long, I will admit that, but I mean, I could see to other fans what that win meant to them, and that win was massive for them to especially go back up into the league after being down the division for about 2-3 years now, and to go back up after what's happened to the club, I think it was a special day for all the Yeltz fans. I could tell by the celebrations and the amount of fans that were up there. So I'd probably go with the 2-0 win against Belper. But the close contender is probably going to be 1-0 win over Colville, because that really propelled us up the table, and that put us on the top and held us at the top for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it was a brilliant win as well to get us promoted into the league we're in now. Yeltzman at Yeltzy has come up with one of the answers for us. He says, I was at one of them, I'm sure. We lost 6-1 at Rushden. Yes, you are absolutely correct. 1994-95, we lost 6-1 away to Rushden and Diamonds. So that's one ticked off. 2 more for you guys to guess. If you didn't hear the question earlier, we've been in the 3rd round of the FA Trophy 3 times, the best we've ever done. And we're trying to find the 3 teams we've lost to. So at the moment, we've got Rushden and Diamonds. There's 2 more for you to find. Can you find them?
Not easy ones either, people, just to put that out there. Not easy ones. I mean,
not for us.
I think the last game we did, I think I was 7, so, you know.
Yeah, the closest game is 2002, 2003, yeah. So, one of them we lost in the replay, if that helps you guys. Not giving away too many more hints. If we go back to Trafford, who we're playing next week, or should I say this Saturday coming up. At the moment, Halesowen are 15th with 23 points. Trafford are 20th. By the looks of their statistics at the moment, it looks like Halesowen could pull off a win here.
They could get a win. They could comfortably get a win up there. But I mean, any games league is going to be a tough game. We all know that, especially with the level played and the style of football is played. That shock at Ramsbottom, but like the first 15 minutes at the Ramsbottom game, we were at top end of the table, and no surprise at the end of the day because the performance was immense. And the way we came away with a point, I think we can all admit, if anyone saw the Ramsbottom versus Halesowen game, Ramsbottom, I apologise, that Skemersdale game, we got absolutely battered in the first 15 minutes, and we were lucky to come away with a point thanks for Dan Bragoli with a last-minute goal. But if you see how we've improved between then and now, we could easily get a win over Trafford if we keep going with the team spirit we've got and the way we're playing as well. So, you know, it seems to be working for Halesowen. So, I mean, we could come away with a win at Trafford if we play the way we've been playing in the last week or 2.
Yeah. We're still waiting on some more questions, guys. If you do want to give us a question, we are pretty happy to answer it. Try and keep it in the modern era because we don't date back too far. And a question from Peter Powell. Most random place ever met another Halesowen Town fan? Now, I can't really answer this, but I have met one go around Stourbridge, actually. It's not really random, but it was just one of those off chances that there was someone walking around in a Halesowen Town shirt around Stourbridge. And I think Stourbridge were at home that day. They just lost 2-0. So it was a perfect time to walk around, really.
I think I spotted one when I watched Birmingham City. I swear to God, I spotted a Halesowen fan in the stands at Wembley. But yeah, it was one of the retro shirts. Definitely, it was one of the retro shirts. I'm sure he was in front of me because I remember vaguely asking someone, "What's the shirt?" and he said, "Oh, it's Halesowen." And you know, it's I mean, that's a day I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. I'm not going to lie. My team win a cup. That's something that's like, Christ, forget about that. But I mean, yeah, I swear to God I saw one at Wembley. But if I've got that wrong, I apologise. But I'm sure I saw one at Wembley, and I remember asking him what team's that, and I swear to God he said Halesowen. So you know, it's one of them.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Oh, it's amazing how many people are actually Halesowen fans. I know a lot of people go to the Villa, for example, or the Blues, or the Albion, but they do come to the Halesowen as well. They do.
I
Downward.
mean, I mean, last season, I mean, towards the end of the last season, we got more and more people coming, and I mean, I
Yeah,
think
well,
with
look
this,
at look at the results we were getting at that point as well.
at that point, we were barely losing, and I think that's the reason people were coming. But I think the more we seem to be playing better and better every week, and it seems to be more people are coming, and more people are like, especially with some of the Twitter things, like saying like, oh, I'm not supporting Birmingham City anymore because it's
Yeah,
terrible.
we really are.
I hate to say it, they come down to Halesowen. I mean, there are so many like loyal supporters at the club as well. Like people, like take for example, people who made it up to Blythe. You've got to give them a round of applause, especially for that the journey they made up there. It's such a long journey.
Well,
So
definitely.
yeah, I mean, that's obviously going to be one of the longest journeys we're going to have in at least a couple of years. So if you went up there, I'll give you a round of applause. To be fair.
Yeah, 4 hours on a journey up there and 4 hours back as well. We worked it out as it's a pretty tough journey, but we got the point on Saturday, so we hope to see as many of you there tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we got the replay, Matt meant. Yeah, so we get the replay, and it's
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's a positive, I suppose. I just feel sorry for the Blythe players who've got to make the journey all the way down here on a Tuesday night. That's possibly the worst scenario they could have had. So I'm gutted for them, but hopefully we can come away with a win. But they're gonna want at least something.
Yeah, they will. So once again, we're stuck for what to mention at the moment. Like we said, this is our first time of doing this live. So yeah, if you could keep your questions coming in, that'd really help us at the moment.
Yeah, as you can tell, Matt's struggling for lines here. He's literally pulling every last thing out of the bag here, trying to find something to talk about.
I am actually, yes. Oh, it's not working for me. I can tell you that now.
So if you do have any questions for us, I mean, we are waiting for questions. Well, Matt is anyway. I don't have to Twitter up. So if you've got any questions for us, we're willing to answer. I mean, Matt hasn't been here as long as me. I mean, I've been watching them since October last year when I started reporting for the club. So I could probably answer you a lot more than Matt. But if you want to drop us a question, we'll answer it for you.
Yeah, it's nice to see a few. I don't know if you guys have been watching the darts recently, but it's nice to see a few up the Yeltz signs being caught on camera. Very good for Halesowen at the moment.
I was going to say, yeah, that's obviously pushing the club out, to a national level, for a couple of split seconds, especially like, is it Grand Slam of darts? I think it's the Grand Slam of darts, so,
Yeah, it was on at the Wolverhampton. Yeah.
Wolverhampton, so, it's quite nice to see that the spotting, especially spotting that, to be fair.
And whoever went down and did that, fair play to you. Up the Yeltz, it's not the... It's a brilliant thing to do, really. I haven't been myself, but...
We got any responses then, Matt? Got any responses at all?
Not yet, no. We're still waiting on some questions from you guys. So, yeah. Paul Guest has just tweeted us saying, have we ever thought about doing radio? Well, we did sort of consider it, but we thought we'd start out with this sort of a hangout, see how many people would tune in live, and if not, then we might actually consider doing a radio. And what I want to do really is get some of you guys involved in this conversation. We've just got a question in from Rob. He says, how long does it take for you to edit the videos for the games? Well, this would be a question for Dan, but Dan isn't with us at the moment. He's busy doing his coursework. But I can answer part of this because I helped edit out the Ramsbottom game, which was actually my first commentary game, which was really exciting for me. After we'd filmed, we did the after show, and then transferred some of the files over to my laptop so I could do some editing. We did actually stay up till about 2 or 3 at the night, like in the morning, 2 to 3 a.m. It depending on whether we get the graphics done or not. It depends on that really. Editing doesn't take too much, but because we had commentary this time, we had to get the audio synced in. That's why I sound so sharp on parts of it, as some of you have said. But it's amazing to see how many views we get. We really appreciate it.
The numbers are high, they're sky high for this type of level, so it is appreciated around here.
Yeah, and 100 subscribers as well. And we must say thanks for you all for entering our competition as well. We had quite a few responses, and I thought it was absolutely brilliant to see how many people were retweeting that tweet. I mean, we were getting so many people. And, we did pick a winner, didn't we, Reese?
Yeah, we did. I don't have access to the Twitter, so I don't know who it is. So I'll have to leave that one to you, Matt.
Yeah. James Parsons won the competition, which is we'd like to congratulate you. And he's chosen to go to the Skelmersdale match, and he's coming with his fiancée as well, which is really nice for them two to come down. So if we hit 200 subscribers or maybe more, we might have another competition like that. So if you can get the word out there that Yeltz TV, come and subscribe, come and watch our videos, it'd be absolutely brilliant. Peter Powell, once again, thanks for your questions. Is Hazley good enough to step up to the league? I'm going to hand this one over to you, Reese.
Well, I mean, if you look at it last season, I mean, even with the time he had out injured due to his eye, I mean, he still scored 40 goals in 39 games. I think it was that, 40 in 39. And, I mean, we have gone up this season, and, I mean, it is a very tough league to compete in. So, I think he just needs time. I mean, he's starting to adapt to it because he's getting the goals. He's playing more smarter, and the style of play he's starting to adapt to as well. I mean, last season, all we used to do is, let's be honest, we generally used to boot the ball up and hope that Christie or Hazley would latch onto it. So, well, you need. I think he's got the potential. He's definitely got the potential, and even at his age, he could still go for another 10 years. But this potential he's got to play in this league, he could really hammer it home and start scoring maybe a goal a game now. Try and get a goal a game, because I think he's got about 5 now. So he is getting better. He's getting better with every game he plays and more confident. So hopefully that confidence will push him to get more goals, and hopefully maybe push him closer towards 200, even though we're far away from it just yet.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. I have a list of Trafford's last few games. They've lost their last 3. They have all been away. Their last win was against Ossett Town in a replay, which was Tuesday the 4th of November. They've had quite a few games since then. So we are looking pretty strong in that at the moment, which is good for us. If you're still thinking of answers for our question, the best we've done in the FA Trophy is made it to the 3rd round. Well, at the moment we've got Rushden and Diamonds. We lost 6-1. We're looking for the 3 teams we lost to. So if you can come up with the last 2, that'd be brilliant. So another question from Rob: is there any way you can show the goals from the previous games in the Grove Lounge? They did at Blythe on Saturday and it looked good.
That's a question for Dan again.
That would be a question for Dan.
Yeah, Dan the tech man.
Yeah, what we'd have to do, and it probably would be possible. We'd have to try and put it onto a video or a DVD, and we could plug it into the TV. We could do a highlights reel for you if that would be all right. I mean, it probably wouldn't be the best, but we get all the goals in. You could have the action. We could do a few highlights, and we were mentioning about the end of season review DVD as well, which if we can get all the games in, that should go on sale soon as well.
Well, so you say sail soon, you mean sail at the end of the season.
Yeah, but that's not far away. I mean,
It's 6 months away.
yeah, but six months, that they go quick. You don't realise in the World Cup.
Yes, actually, that is right. I mean, last season just went like a blur. I mean, 1 minute I was reporting a 4-1 loss at League, the next I was at 2-0 at Belper. So,
Yeah,
yeah, it does go
exactly.
fast.
Yeah, especially with all these breaks in between. But I suppose in the lower leagues that doesn't happen,
I mean,
which means these international breaks are brilliant for the lower leagues as well, because, for example, the higher teams like um, Villa and West Brom and Blues, they don't play during these, so it's brilliant.
I mean, like, I know it's not related to Yeltz, but when Halesowen went up to Blyth, I didn't go, so I went to Worcester versus Leamington instead. And I mean, I was speaking to a bloke sitting next to me, and he turned around and went, "We get average about 600, 700 if we're lucky." There was 1,300 people inside that stadium,
Yeah.
and it just shows what an international break really does. So it does help. The international breaks do help non-league sides massively. So it does help, and yeah.
hmm
So
Yeah, Yeltz, man, you're on fire at the moment. Yes, it was the FA Trophy by my sources, at least. We lost. We did lose to Doncaster in a replay away 3-2. So you are right. Well done again. Brilliant knowledge. I mean, I just found these online somewhere. So we actually drew at home 1-1 in the original tie.
Doncaster Rovers.
Doncaster Rovers.
Doncaster Rovers.
Now that was
Yeah, Birmingham City sent them down.
that was back in 1999-2000. So if we could,
Time ago.
yeah.
I was
Well,
going to say, I mean, you look
14
at these
years.
teams. You look at these teams now. It's like 10 years ago we were playing Crawley Town in the Doc Martens Cup final.
Mhm.
So you look how much can be done in 10 years. Like,
Yeah, well, it
you just see
shows
these
that.
teams and they launch up.
If Halesowen can just carry on the way they're going, if they can get a few more promotions in the next few years, we could be close to getting into the Football League. I mean, this is probably 15 years away yet, but
We can
anything's
dream.
possible. Yeah, anything's
We can
possible.
dream.
We can dream. Yeah, everything's possible. So we just had a question from Dan. He says, "This is for you, Reese. What's the best game you've been to in your time with Halesowen?" So that could be this year, last year.
I mean, my first experience as a reporter, I mean, we lost 4-1 to Leek. Leek were on fire then. I mean, that was exciting. I mean, even though we lost, that was exciting to go to. I mean, I was so excited on the way up on the.
We seem to have lost Reese there. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but I'm pretty sure I can't. Well, what I'm going to do, I know I've only been to a couple of games at Halesowen so far, but I'm starting to learn the team. My first game, really, was probably one of my favourites. That was against Ramsbottom. I thought we played absolutely brilliantly, especially in the first half. And then, well, I can't say much more because I was commentating, so it was all a blur to me, to be honest. But what we've got planned, Yeltz TV, there's the four of us have all pitched together, and we're thinking of hosting a summer day for Yeltz TV. So this would involve coming to the club. We're going to have fun activities. Bring your kids along. It's going to be the ideas we've got. They're still in early stages, and what we can do is we can open up the commentary box hopefully, and we're going to have like a making of Yeltz TV. We might even host a charity game as well, which would be absolutely brilliant for the club, getting all the fans in, for charities of our choice with the Yeltz Legends as well. Yeah. Reese is just sending me messages here because his mic has gone down, and we apologise for these technical issues. Like I said, it is our first time doing this, and it's amazing to see how many people have actually been watching at the moment. So, yeah, what we're going to do now then is we're going to say goodbye for now, and hopefully we should be able to do another one of these live sessions for you in the future. Let us know what you think. We're going to post this onto YouTube afterwards, so leave us a comment, send us a tweet. We really appreciate your feedback on all of these things we do. It just helps us improve. So for now, it's goodbye from me. Reece says goodbye as well. Thank you all for listening.